Hello, I'm Kristine Grazioso, the Vice President of the Alliance of Independent Dentists. And today I am here with Bob Spiel, one of the hosts of the wonderful podcast, Just Say No to the DSO. In fact, I don't really listen to podcasts and I'm not a big fan of them, except for this one. I listen to this religiously. I can't wait for each season to come out, and now they're in season 3. So I wanted to talk to Bob a little bit about his thoughts on independent dentistry and why he made this podcast, Just Say No to the DSO, because Bob is one of our main speakers at the upcoming Alliance of Independent Dentists Symposium, March 13th to 15th in Washington, D.C. And I hope if you haven't registered yet, you will do so today because it's a great lineup and Bob is, one of them. And I'm so excited to listen to him speak. So Bob, tell me a little bit
Kristine,
about the podcast.
yeah, let me tell you about the podcast and why Nate Williams and I decided to jump into the fray. Okay. Um, just to be candid with you, it's because there was so much misinformation within the industry and the profession of dentistry. And my background before I got into dentistry was actually I was a hospital and surgical center CEO
Right.
back about 20 years ago. And so I saw the corporatization of the whole medical world and started to see it creep into dentistry, pre-COVID, and then the COVID cash explosion hit with all this free money going on. And there was this enormous, felt like a tipping point back in 2021, 2022 of DSOs really trying to grab land. And Nate and I are dear friends, and we looked at each other saying, we can't let this happen. This is the greatest fleecing of an industry that we've ever seen.
Well,
And
yeah,
having
I
come
agree.
from medicine, okay, having come from medicine, the reality is once you let this genie out of the bottle, you never get it back in. So we have a choice right now, and it's not too late. And I think that's one of the prime messages of the podcast, Just Say No to the DSO, is it is not too late for independent dentists to stand up and say, you know what? I'm going to control and own the work of my hands.
I love it. I agree with you. I'm married to a physician and I've seen
Yeah.
what's happened in medicine. And, just like in the world, like humans don't listen to history. And we have the history of medicine right in front
Yes,
of
we
us
do.
to
Yeah.
see to see what we don't want dentistry to become. And even though the loud voices of the corporate business people and the equity backers tell us, no, no, this is the way. This is the way forward. It's the only way. I just don't agree with that, just like you said. So
Well, because it's not the way. Okay. To say that they don't have a dog in this hunt is completely disingenuous. They have a very big stake in this, and it's a financial stake. All right. And yes, dentists make money. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But there is this tension that takes place within a practice when the owner's name is on the door. Okay. And you know that that person's going to be there, that doctor's going to be there for the next 10 or 15 years. And so you always have to balance quality with quantity. And for decades, we've been making the right choices in terms of how to take care of patients. I mean, Kristine, one of the cool things to me about dentistry is, as opposed to medicine, frankly, there's nothing in dentistry that we can't solve today, except maybe oral cancer still, okay? But other than that, if somebody comes with any type of situation, it's solvable because the industry itself is competitive and because dentists themselves, the great ones, have wanted to continue to excel at their field and to be able to help patients. Corporatization of an industry strips all of that out. And it's no longer about quality. It's no longer about the patient. It's really no longer about the doctor. It's about one thing, and that's the almighty dollar.
yes, exactly, exactly. So tell me the main focus or the thrust of what you're going to talk about at the symposium this
I
morning.
am so thrilled to be able to join you in March. There are two presentations that I'm going to be giving. One is called Just Say No to the DSO. If it's too good to be true, it is. All right. And we're going to have a lot of fun with that. I've got some surprises actually in my bag to really describe what is happening, why it's happening, how we stop it, and also I think the whole impact on the industry if we allow it to continue, for one thing. And then we'll also be sharing a presentation later on in the day called Secrets of Master Team Builders, how to empower your team and unlock your practice.
I love
Because
it.
leadership is one of my passions. It has been ever since I was a teenager. I was student body president and had a lot of chance to be in leadership positions through my whole career. And honestly, one of the biggest things that got me so lit into dentistry after having been in medicine for a while and consulting in it and actually, to be honest with you, hating it, you know, because the elements of teamwork and leadership and communication and patient service should matter in medicine, but they don't.
You don't.
Okay. They just don't. They've been stripped out by the government, by the insurance companies, by the hospitals. All right. But in dentistry, if you do it well, leadership and teamwork creates a high performance practice that can compete against anybody. Okay. And so that's why I love it, is once I saw that through the eyes of a dental consultant 18 years ago when I got into the industry, it's like, man, this is so great because what I'm passionate about works in dentistry. It takes away stress, it makes money, and it serves people. So that's what we're going to be
You're
talking about.
speaking my language, you're speaking the Alliance of Independent Dentists language, and I cannot wait to have you at that symposium and listen to you and the other speakers. But you
Yeah.
were the first person I reached out to because I was so
Oh, well, that's so
excited
kind.
about Just Say No to
Yeah.
DSO. And when you and I met up in Boston to
Hmm.
talk, um, it really helped get the focus in place for what the Alliance of Independent Dentists Symposium was going to be about. So I can't wait.
Great, great.
Only, gosh, about 6 weeks away. So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
it is right around the corner.
So
Yes.
thank you so much for taking the time to talk
Oh, you're
today. And
so welcome.
everyone out there, dentists, come on, register, bring your admin team. It's going to be great. It's going to be
Yeah,
motivating, inspirational, and you'll leave there with, feeling the collegiality of your fellow dentists and meeting some new people. So I hope you all register.
absolutely. Yeah, you're going to find like-minded dentists that
Yep.
believe in dentistry the same way you do.
Yep. All right. Thanks. All right, Bob. Thanks so much.
You're welcome, Christine.